Hi, my name is Kelly Drew, and today I'm going to compare two programs. One Class Dojo, and the second is called Red Critter, both used to manage classroom behavior for students. So the first one, Class Dojo, it starts off looking like this, and you can create different classrooms. So I'm going to open my classroom, and in here you can see all of my 6 students plus the whole class. What I'm able to do in Class Dojo is give students points for either positive or negative behavior. So let's say that I want to give kids points for being on task. I can click on a student, say on task, and then it gives a student a point. I can also give whole class points. I can give groups points, so if I have table groups, so all participating. Or I can just select as many students as I want, give them points. Or I can even do random. So then demo student 3, random, they got a point. So another thing this program does is it can take attendance. Let's see, all are here. Save the attendance so you can have that and keep that data for what students are here on what days. Then there's also a timer. That's kind of a handy tool to have. Toolkit, which allows you to make groups, display directions, play music, and different things like that. And then it also has a place, this big ideas is for collaboration with other students. Then I really like about this program is that you can communicate with parents as well. So when you start Class Dojo, you'd invite parents to join your Class Dojo so that they can watch how their student is doing throughout the day or week or however often they want to check it. You can send out messages to them. You can send them pictures of what their students are doing. Lots of different things or ways to communicate with them. Oops, I went back to the classroom. So that's kind of Class Dojo. And then let's take a look at Red Critter, which does very similar things, but it's slightly different. So in this Red Critter, you can see I have all of my students here, and I can do the same thing as far as giving them points. So I can give them these little lightning strikes, so maybe they're participating. Oh, I need to select a student first, and then I can give them points. The one thing that this program doesn't do that Dojo does is it doesn't show how many points a student has or has been taken away, at least on the screen. I can find that later on in a report if I wanted to run a report towards the end. But for now, let's just focus on giving kids points. So I can also give them things called badges. So let's say she did a really good job, so I can give her a really good job. And then over here to the right, there's different things you can use. So you have a timer, just like on Dojo. Anything that I want, I can do that. I can choose a random student. So if I just click random student, it'll choose any of them. So that's some of the tools there. This is kind of a cool tool on the side that I can watch all the things that have happened over the course of the day. And then another tool that is on here that I really like is that I can set up my classroom seating chart. So if you click on these 9 squares and then click seats, I've started to put the layout of my classroom. So you can see here I have a 4 table group, and I've started to put students in seats. So I can move the students around where I want them to be. So maybe I want actually Cecilia to sit, or here Brian hasn't, we can move him here, and Alyssa, we can move her here. And then I can kind of see where students are before actually placing those students where they are. And this would actually be really helpful for a substitute as well. So that's kind of a neat tool that this has. Excuse me. And then you can go back to the cards and do the same thing. So that is Red Critter.